the umbrellas down.
How's it going?
Appears to be. Question is, did somebody steal it or take it down? Which sucks for me, because like if it rains again, like I don't have that. But yeah, like it's always like a mystery what's gonna be
Here and not here.
of like my shit when I get back, you know.
Is that like the toughest shit about this kind of stuff?
Yeah, it definitely can be a stressor, you know, because that was like not only for the rain, but like privacy it provided.
Yeah.
Where I just couldn't be stared at, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I'm not one of those people that like is in like all these people that go around, they steal from other homeless people, like, you know, the person that you're sitting here hanging out with later on when like you separate and you're gone and they walk by my corner, everybody knows whose stuff this is. Everybody knows who lives here.
Yeah.
But my stuff still disappears. And I mean, some of that is like random people from like Midtown or something just like walking by and seeing an opportunity. But most of that is people that are supposed to be my friends.
Right.
It's like I have a very small group of people that I can count on to like look out for me if they're around and if they can. You know, we're all like they're struggling to get by, same as me. So, you know, a lot of times like I might need help, but they're not in a position to do anything about it.
Right.
Even though they might want to, like there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's hard too. I hate like when I see like somebody that I care about who's like dope sick or something, they need like $2 to get well. I can't help them.
Yeah.
You know, that's hard. You know, and don't count on the drug dealers who you spend all your money with to help you, because like they won't. Like they'll sit there and watch you suffer.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm the reason that you have a roof over your head. Like you have those nice fancy clothes on. Like you wouldn't have that if it weren't for me going out and working my ass off. You know, for that momentary bit of comfort that I get to go and start do it all over again. Like it's a vicious cycle. And
yeah, it just goes round and round, right?
Yeah.
But what are the biggest challenges apart from like all of this stuff, just like being on the street?
The unpredictability of everything.
Right.
Like just never knowing from moment to moment. Like, you know, there could be a hurricane tomorrow. There could be a riot. There, you know, like a hurricane. I mean, like there's gonna be no one out here to try and panhandle for no one to help me. A lot of stores are gonna be closed. Like, you know, who knows if the people who have my medicine are gonna be out. You know,
Right. Yeah.
there's all sorts of things. And like if I don't hear about it until like that moment, like yesterday, I had no clue rain was coming like it was.
Yeah.
So I was completely unprepared. God forbid it like would have been colder. Then you run into like real danger. You know, like cold kills.
What are like the positive stuff, like being here?
Just the amazing people that I get to meet. People like yourself. People like my friend Suzanne. People like, you know, like Jessica that came by earlier. My friends that get my mail. Like, and then also getting to see, like, I live in a world that nobody gets to see.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like not like the way most people think of exclusivity. Miss, can you spare a cigarette? I love being ignored. That's like one of the most annoying things. Like, just tell me no. Tell me to go myself.
Well, I'll get you a pack before
I appreciate that. Like, you know, like, but being ignored, like, it's one of those things that just kind of burns me.
Yeah.
Just say
Because you
no.
can't do anything about it either, like.
No, like, well, you shouldn't do anything.
No, of course, yeah.
Like, because they have every right to, like, ignore you or say no.
Yeah.
Like, that's another gets you. Hey, how you doing, my friend? I got a pinched nerve in my hip.
Oh.
So, yeah, a little bit of hell. You don't have a cigarette, do you, hon? Oh, you're my hero.
You're right with
Oh, Halloween's
rolling
gonna
a
be a
camera?
shit show.
Yeah.
Like Halloween here, like you can't even move right here for the Halloween parade, and it's all just a bunch of assholes.
Right, right.
Well, there's some nice too.
There
Yeah?
are, like yourself and me.
It's a good sense of humor out here.
I'm waiting here for my talking to a guy in a wheelchair and a guy with a camera. What's wrong with you?
Which killer are you waiting for?
And ain't no
Honestly, I'd go with right now.
huh?
That was pretty good today.
I have a Basenji puppy. He just turned 1 year old. So now he's no longer a puppy. Now he's a yearling. Yearling means 12 months, 1 year to 18 months a yearling. He's going to be in Westminster. And he's a Basenji, Basenji, and you recognize him because from back to back, he's a nice round dog. He's got triple extra long ears. What else? And he's a cute face, like raptor.
That's nice.
Whoever's ears stick up like that.
He's a beautiful dog.
Thank you. Keep jumping. If anybody wants to get a Basenji, I recommend you get a Basenji because they will impart wisdom to you. The hardest breed to train and maintain of all the dogs in Westminster Shire. I mean, and they don't, and they like, and I love that about them. And they're mischievous. So, like, say that camera's important to you. He knows it. He will hide it, and you won't find it until he wants you to find it.
He won't chew it up, he'll just
Right.
hide it.
No, he'll just hide it. Like my shoes have a little signature on, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just common.
That's from him.
It's a signature, you know? But they're amazing.
Want to try it?
Alright.
You're a goof.
What's your name again?
Alex.
Paul.
Paul, yeah.
He's still what he is.
Yeah. Have a good day, man.
Love you, Paul. Have a good day, dude.
I hope I see you again. And when you come around next time, you know my corner.
We know where you hide, over in front of
Yeah,
the
I'll come say
cigar.
hi.
By the park.
No worries, man. Have a good evening.
Have a good night, Paul. That's the biggest thing, like, you know, just live your life, what other people have to say. Because at the end of the day, what does their opinion matter? You know, they're gonna hate me whether, no matter what I do. Like, most people are gonna have that preformed judgment. And no matter what I do, there's gonna be nothing I can do to change that. You know, no matter how kind I am, no matter what, they're never gonna be able to see that because they already have this preformed idea. It's like, I think I was talking to you about this, like how like you'll see a little kid like when they're a baby and one day they'll just stop smiling at you, stop waving when they walk by. And that's because their parents have finally programmed them that because I'm homeless, because I live on the street, because I might do drugs, I'm a dangerous person, I'm a bad person, and they need to stay away from me. They need to like treat me like, you know, the plague basically, you know. And then that kid stops waving at me, I'll wave at him and he'll like sneer and turn back, mom, like telling his mom, like, my dad, you know?
Yeah.
Like I did something wrong,
Yeah.
you know?
And nothing has actually changed.
Yeah, no, the only thing that's changed is the kid has finally like gotten that thought process of his parents like drilled into him. It's finally come to the point where like it doesn't even understand why it's taught to think like that. It just understands that this is what mommy tells me to think, so this is what I'm gonna think. One of the most touching things that ever happened to me out here was this little girl, I think her name is Ellie, and her mom came by here one day. It was her birthday, and she had like something that I paid her a little compliment on, like, and I said happy birthday, oh, like a pretty bracelet, or some stupid shit like that. And like her mom let her stop for a second and talk to me, and they left. They lived down A Street, and like maybe a half hour later, she came back with this book about a kid who she felt had like an experience. This little girl like kind of put herself in my shoes, and like her mom like still lets her come by and like say hello to me and shit like that, like, you know, and that is like so touching, like, because that sort of stuff like doesn't really happen. Like parents don't let their young children like generally interact with me, so if something like that happened, like it made me cry, like, you know, and like it's still one of those memories that'll always stick with me from my life out here, like, you know. the heart of her mother, like that she was raising her daughter to be so just beautiful. If we could all just be a little bit more like that, like it'd be such a better place.
Yeah.
You know, you kick it, the sweetest dog in the world enough, it's gonna end up biting you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like me, like I get kicked I can't believe I haven't like gone over yet. In a lot of ways, like I'm surprised I have maintained like my dignity and my humanity, and like I still sit there and like try and kill them with kindness, so to speak. Like I don't know how I do it. Like a lot of it I think is spite. Like I won't give them the satisfaction of seeing me break.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Man.
Like thank you for the whole day.
Thank you for your day
Yeah.
too. Like really, like it's been, you know, very refreshing. Like sit and have this conversation.